So I could provide a list of resume items for our guest speaker. But Mr. Farooq Kathwari is so much more than his titles and his roles. So instead, I will share the story. As a child, his family was separated into politically divided lands. And by the time he was 13, he was working in a consignment shop that his father had created with the government to provide a market for Kashmiri artisans who were refugees in Pakistan. At 15, he had met the girl that someday would become his wife. But also, his family was finally given permission to leave Pakistan without his father. As a refugee, he supported his mother who had suffered trauma in her own life. And he joined street activists, demonstrated, and really withstood life-threatening situations all before he was 17 years old. Always working, always studying, he rose to enter Kashmiri University, and he learned that being able to work and support people was the most important skill that a person could have. In 1964, Mr. Kathwari's father managed the pavilion at the New York World's Fair, and it provided the bridge that allowed Mr. Kathwari to come into the United States. This bridge also required resilience and him navigating complex and challenging steps in order to be able to start and enter college here in New York. When Mr. Kathwari's father had left after the World's Fair, he started his life here on his own. While at NYU, earning his MBA, he learned how to step into a role and to learn each position from the ground up. He learned to be a bookkeeper and then found that path to Wall Street. Being on a student visa did not work well, as he nearly was deported, but no, he landed on his feet. Never forgetting the girl that he had met at 15, the couple married under a special law that allowed them to wed over the phone.
Oh, wow.
After a 4-day wedding celebration without the groom, the new Mrs. Kathwari came to New York, went to Kingsborough Community College to strengthen her English language skills, and got a job at Corvettes. For many of us who are a little older, we know what that is. So Mr. Kathwari's entrepreneurial, creative nature launched a venture selling Kashmiri crafts from his apartment in Brooklyn. In time, yes, Ethan Allen became one of those most valued customers. As time passed, a joint venture, KEI International, was launched to be the supplier of all non-furniture goods to Ethan Allen dealers and to customers. He sold the company to Ethan Allen, retained the level of presidency, and then became the executive at Ethan Allen. He expanded the overseas market for Ethan Allen products. In 1985, Mr. Kathwari was named President and Chief Operating Officer. As he prepared to elevate Ethan Allen, he shared anew that bringing change is not just persuasive marketing speeches, but oftentimes overcoming these kinds of obstacles that are required is difficult and can be painful. In 1988, Ethan Allen faced a hostile takeover. Mr. Kathwari was named President, CEO, Chairman of the Board, and he tethered market loyalty, strategic thinking, expert advice to bring together what was necessary to lead an investment team and a management team to take Ethan Allen private. And then in 1993, brought it public once again. His leadership is present in every design, in every decision, in the loyalty of his team, in his customers, and in the long tenure of his employees. His leadership is not limited to a corporate charter. He is a membership of humanitarian efforts that he has led not-for-profit institutions, and his honors are far-reaching and prestigious. He is a leader with clarity that brings voices together in order to solve the problem that sits in front of them. So without any further delay, please join me in welcoming our keynote speaker, CEO, Mr. Farooq Kathwari.